It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker. It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.
Yo, man. Boom, it's Rusty. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Public Access Podcast, the podcast here on the Rusty Diamond Podcasting Network. I'm your host, Rusty Diamond. And you know what? It's my first time having a guest on here in person. I'm not just some guy in a cave, which I won't give away my location of the cave, but not in a cave today. So it's been since 2017, I think 2018, maybe, back when I was in Portland. Last time I recorded something with someone. So it's time for me to bring on my special guest. Oh, wait, no, he's already here. Fuck it. Sean motherfucking Young.
What up? What up?
What up? What up? So, yeah, dude. So this is something different. So I don't know, man. When was the last time you recorded, or have you ever recorded a podcast in person?
Oh man, so I've only done one, and that was in Anchorage, Alaska. I was doing for my recovery podcast, and I invited a guest on. I was just gonna do like virtual shit with him, and he was, and this was like in the pandemic, and he was like, "No, fuck that. Let's meet in person."
Oh shit, 6 feet?
Nah, man, we weren't 6 feet. Like it was literally like we had a table separating us, like right here, and he was on the other side of me, and I was like, "Oh man, yeah." But it was pretty fucking wild.
So what was that podcast? Was that so that was your podcast,
Yeah.
which is easy to find on the internet.
Yeah. You just look up Recover Out Loud.
Are you the only Recover Out Loud? So what happened? Someone came after you, I think is what happened, right?
Yeah. So someone came after me, but theirs is spelled recover, and then it's out, and then space or hyphen loud.
Okay.
Yeah, or out and then space loud.
Okay.
Whereas mine's just one word.
And have you hit them up to be on your podcast?
Not yet. I think I should. I said, I think I should be like, hey man, we should collaborate.
Right.
Both Recover Out Louds.
Have a battle royale to see who survives, and then someone has to go and drop the name, or
change like the E and recover, the first one to a 3.
Oh, dude, yeah, the 3, man, big number, man.
Yeah, we'll have dick showing contests. See who was the worst.
Right.
Actually, or we could be like, hey, look, how long have you had in recovery? I wouldn't ask anybody to change their shit, but I'm pretty sure. I've gotten some flack for one of my other shows that I created. It was some psychic medium that was like, you took my name of Beyond the Veil, and I was like, oh, you don't even have a podcast, so like,
yeah.
He was like, oh, it's trademarked. It's trademarked. I was like, all right, man, whatever. Like, I'm just not gonna fight.
Was it trademarked?
He never showed me the official paperwork.
Okay, man, I had someone. I did one of my episodes. I forgot what it was called, and whatever ChatGPT. I used ChatGPT.
Yep.
Whatever ChatGPT wanted it to be was like the title of the episode. They said it was their trademarked name, and like I needed to change it. Like they came on my was it on my YouTube or something like that, and they're like, you got to change it. Like, so I have a trademark, then it's going to be misleading. I think it was someone. I had like a salesperson on, and it was something that had to do with sales, and I was like, you're gonna make me change it? Like, yeah, like I don't, yeah, I don't know who this guy was, but he showed me I looked it up, and I asked ChatGPT to look it up, and they're like, yep, it's up there, so you should probably just change it. And I'm like, all right, dude, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, sometimes you gotta trademark shit. Though.
I've gone to ChatGPT for titles of my shows now, I used to just do the name of the person. And when I ran my channel through ChatGPT, I literally just sent the URL in ChatGPT. It was like one of the things that it said was, in order to get it, to make it look more professional, start adding in titles instead of the people's names. And I was like, all right, cool. So I've just been going through and adding the titles, except for if it's like my 100th episode, I just put milestone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, what a fucking name. Milestone. Like that seems like that could be a shitty wrestler name.
Oh, I was thinking a porn star name too.
Milestone?
Milestone.
That would be, dude. Yeah. Like if I was a porn star, my name is Milestone.
Where like Miles and then Tone.
Or would it be Miles Stone?
Mm.
Miles Stone. Like that's like,
yeah.
Like that could be pretty cool. So if anyone's a porn star out there and it's like, I need a new name, or someone is like, hey, I want to get into the porn industry. The porn industry is a whole fucking interesting thing. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it.
Yeah.
And I used to be so like, it's all good. Now I'm like, dude, it's kind of fucked some parts. Like,
yeah. I mean, just to think, like, I couldn't fuck on camera for a living. You know what I mean? Like, I'm barely getting my dick up to have sex with my girlfriend.
Sure.
And I've got all kinds of body issues, you know what I mean? Like hips and backs and stuff. I couldn't do that for a living. So people that can, like, good on them.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, like it's wild. It's some wild shit. And like, I mean, there's like, I don't know. Because then there's like, you can go down these fucking weird rabbit holes with it. Like,
yeah.
But, there's filters online, but I don't think the filters do filtering jobs.
Yeah.
And they're.
Well, that and like from my understanding, part of the porn industry is like sex slavery.
Sure.
So there's that whole thing. And then you've got OnlyFans, which is like new, being, obviously it's been around for like, what, 4 or 5 years now. It's like a new interjection into the porn industry. And women are and even some men are going from being broke as fuck to being millionaires overnight. There was that woman, that girl that turned like 18, and like within the first like 2 hours, she became a millionaire.
Which also is something too. Like they have people that are going and searching out these people that are under 18 and getting them like, hey, you should be going on to OnlyFans here soon. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that's kind of fucked up. That's some fucking behavior there. Like, that's a whole fucking thing. Like, and that's same with Playboy and shit was the same thing. Like, like as soon as they're 18, it's like, but they're just turning 18, and some like going back to the sex slavery, like a lot of those like probably close to the same thing, just sort of having it. And like, are they really 18 when this is released, or is it like they're waiting? They filmed it a while back and it's fucked up.
Yeah, it really is. I got approached when I was going through my last divorce. It was right around the time you and I met.
Yeah,
and there's a few girls that run in OnlyFans that like, oh, you can make a bunch of money, just whatever. And I thought about it. I entertained it for a moment, but then I was like, I thought about it, and I was like, I'm contributing to a community that I don't necessarily, right? Like, and I would be pulling money from an unethical source that I feel. Some people might feel that it is ethical. For me, I feel like it's unethical. So I was like, fuck, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, and it's all about what's good for you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's I don't know, people do it. It's whatever, dude. Like, as long, I don't know. If it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're not doing it. Like, you're not being forced into it.
No.
I
would be voluntarily doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so they were like, oh, you could dress up like a lumberjack. I mean, you could dress up like a Viking. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, but at the end of the day, am I going to feel fulfilled in myself, or am I just going to be like one of these other greedy fucks out here that just is in it for the money and that's it.
Right. And I think that's the big thing too. Like, there's a lot with anything. Like, what is it for the money? And we all have to fucking eat.
Yep.
We all have to fucking make money somehow. And I mean, I don't know, like, probably we've all done questionable jobs for money. And I mean,
Yep.
it's hard. It's hard sometimes. And it's like, dude, like that job fucking is soul crushing.
Yeah.
Or that job, like,
I don't think that I could spread my butt cheeks as my poncho for money.
yeah.
Just couldn't do it.
Was that going to be your name?
No.
Concho?
No. So that's a movie reference from Talladega Nights.
Oh,
Where Ricky Bobby was in
okay.
a coma, and then Cal Naughton was like, "Just want to let you know, I spread my butt cheeks as my poncho."
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay. Man, I forgot. Okay. Yeah. Talladega Nights, dude. Like, they need to do something else. Like, I think they still would be able to do something, those two together. They did the Sherlock Holmes. I won't watch it. I watched a few minutes of it, and I was like, maybe, I don't know if, like, they didn't have any room to do anything or whose idea it was to make a Sherlock Holmes movie with those two. But it's not something incredibly absurd.
No, like look, I feel like they would have gotten away with doing like a Lewis and Clark movie.
Why has no one done a Lewis and Clark movie?
That's a good fucking question. I feel like they would have gotten away doing a Lewis and Clark movie instead of doing a Sherlock Holmes movie. I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan.
Yeah.
I love the Benedict Cumberbatch adaptation of it. And then, like, when I watched that one, I was like, the one with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, I was like, what the fuck was this?
Yeah.
That was a bomb.
Yeah. Did you ever see the movie Almost Heroes with Matthew Perry and Chris Farley?
Can't say I have.
Okay, so that one, they are kind of following Lewis and Clark, and Lewis Clark's kind of like the fucking assholes, but they're trying to reach the Pacific Ocean before Lewis and Clark do. And I think it was Chris Farley's last movie besides Dirty Work.
Oh.
But I mean, Dirty Work was just a small part, but like, that movie kind of bombed. But like, there is really nothing about Lewis and Clark, and like, there's got to be some Lewis and Clark story. And I'm sure there was probably, which makes all the sense, dude. I'm sure there was probably.
Yeah. I mean, the prime time for them to do like a Lewis and Clark movie would have been like when Woke America was a thing. You know what I mean? Where you could have had like the moral compass skewed for like Lewis, and then Clark was like the one that was like, oh no, this is racist, or this is, we're contributing to wiping out Native Americans, stuff like that. I mean, it could have been funny, it could have been woke, it could have been for the times, but I don't feel like the way this country is going now that would fly.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd be able to fucking play that with Lewis and Clark, and I don't know what do you make it a comedy? Do you make it very historically accurate? But then how historically accurate can something be from the 1800s? How historically accurate can anything be from even yesterday?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's all about the victors who wrote it, and I don't know who relayed the stories of Lewis and Clark and what the actual things that happened, because I have a feeling there would be some pretty gnarly shit that went on trying to get to the Pacific, and there probably had some encounters with some natives, and like,
I mean,
what did they do?
It could have been like a parody movie, almost like if you like, the superhero movie, or like scary movie, or like Meet the Blacks, or whatever, a haunted house. Like, it could have been a parody movie of that, like a western movie, but more of a parody where they hit certain regions, and then whatever that region had, like they could just play on the stereotype of that region, and like act like outsiders to it, and they could have just added elements from different movies into it.
I'd be for that, man.
Yeah.
So like Hollywood, not the fucking shitty part of Hollywood, but the cool part of Hollywood. It exists.
Yeah.
Hit us up, dude. We'll fucking make you a Lewis and Clark movie, and we will be as historically inaccurate as possible, but make it fucking entertaining.
Yeah, you know how like at the beginning of the movies you have this movie was historically accurate, or this was the true accounts. We could have like the Star Wars thing come up where it says this movie is loosely based on the lives of Lewis and Clark. There is no historical accuracy, or is there?
Yeah. Because, I mean, you could say whatever you want about Lewis and Clark. You could say that they were both fucking time traveling astronauts from Pluto.
Yeah.
And that's cool, man. Who's going to say that that's wrong, dude? Like, you know, this is our fucking reality, man. Like, that's what we see in our heads. It's fucking wild, dude. Fucking.
You know, another movie I've never seen where it is a movie about the Wright brothers.
That's right. So, I mean, what would you focus on in that? Would you focus on, was it Kitty Hawk that they were at?
Yeah.
Would you focus on that? Would you focus on them trying to build the airplane or flying machine, I guess is what it would be? Or would you, would you focus on them after they built it, or like them like as a getting up to snuff kind of like?
I would focus on the thought of the airplane, and then like, or the flying machine, if you will, Kitty Hawk, and then like them going through the timeline of testing and everything. But I would like add a layer of like hilarity to it. It would be a more like serious movie. But like, have you ever seen on YouTube that electrician guy that like zaps himself all the time? He's like, I want to say he's like Middle Eastern. He zaps himself all the time and like fucks himself up.
He's not the same guy who does that like with poisonous animals.
No.
But it's like the same idea.
Same
just
idea.
to show what it's like to fucking get.
I think he
shot.
unintentionally does it. Like he built.
Oh shit.
He built this guitar that was an electric guitar, but he had the strings hooked up to a live wire, and when he hit the strings, you just fucking sparks fly. He like jumped, fell back out of his seat.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild. When we're done with this, I'll show you some videos.
All right.
But like that dude, you could put him in the background and like have him be like a comedic break to the movie where he's sitting there, he's trying to test parts, shocks himself.
Yeah, because like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And you gotta assume some of those planes didn't fucking work the first time. Like,
no, especially with like working on the motherboard and shit.
Have you been to a museum with that?
No, so I've been to Kitty Hawk a few times. I've driven past the museum. I've never been inside.
There is a museum?
There is a museum. It's a small museum. I love museums. Like I've gone to the Smithsonian a bunch of times, and then just like Civil War museums. But like that, I think would be pretty cool because I don't know a lot about the Wright brothers. I just know the Wright brothers are from North Carolina, and the plates have the Wright brothers on them. Like, the license plate or like the plane.
Yeah. They don't have Michael Jordan on it though, man. Like
They don't. Yeah. It's weird though, because like when I think of Michael Jordan, I don't think of NC State. He didn't go to NC State.
He went to UNC.
UNC, yeah.
UNC.
I don't think of UNC. I just think of the Bulls.
Yeah, I would assume he'd be more Chicago than North Carolina. Like you could probably, dude, if you put Michael Jordan on or Mike Ditka or something on
Dick Butkus.
Dick Butkus on some Chicago license plate that people would buy it and pay off some of those gambling debts. I heard Michael Jordan's a dickhead.
Yeah.
Allegedly a dickhead. I don't know, man. I heard he's not much of a. I don't know, but I mean, who knows? Yeah, like he probably has gotten people coming up to him. He has a very recognizable face and a crying face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like the meme of Michael Jordan crying. I don't know what that's from.
Me neither.
And then like that he, I don't know, man. Like
I don't know why the state of Illinois hasn't capitalized on a partnership with Nike, where they do a specialized plate where it has the Air Jordan logo on it,
Yeah.
and it's in Bulls colors.
Yeah, I mean,
That would
like,
be great.
yeah,
That would sell a lot of money.
yeah. But where would the money go to? Would that go to Michael Jordan, or would that go to
No,
like some
No,
organization? Is there a
I-
Michael Jordan Foundation?
I mean, it could, but it could also go toward the state fixing their roads,
Yeah,
where like it goes to the fund where the state fixes the roads, the DOT.
the DOT.
You know me,
What would that be? The IDOT?
IDOT.
IDOT? Is that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
probably what it's called.
yeah. The DOT. Yeah, you know me.
DOT. Yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, I don't know why they haven't capitalized on that yet, because that could sell a lot. I mean, you could even go as far as like if Brian Urlacher had like a fund or something like that where they could make a specialized Brian Urlacher plate in Bears colors, or like who is the famous White Sox fucking Frank Thomas? You could make
Big Hurt.
Yeah, the Big Hurt. The Big Hurt.
Yeah.
Is
that where he got his name?
Probably.
Yeah.
He's probably throwing that dick around a lot.
I heard that Randy Johnson, the big unit, that's where he got his name. That he was the
Big unit.
the pitcher.
Yeah.
He's like 6'10".
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we know all about them tall people.
Dick slappings.
They got them big dicks. I'm surprised they haven't put out like specialized plates where like it's a limited time offer. You get it like, and then like that is your plate for life.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten any, like, I don't know, I've only had like a couple where I could decide which plate I wanted. Like, I felt like Pennsylvania had a shit ton of different ones that you could get.
Yeah.
But, you know, you'd pay for it though,
Yeah.
extra, which is, like, I don't want to fucking pay for a plate.
Right.
Utah, I had a few different ones. Utah, you could do the mountains, like a skiing one. You could do the rock formations in southern Utah, or In God We Trust, which,
I don't know.
right? Yeah. But, you know, that's how you don't get pulled over.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
I also like, there's a Dare one, which in Pennsylvania, they have Dare license plates.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's what all the fucking coke dealers use.
Oh, well, I
They
mean,
go
it's
and they
smart.
buy. Yeah, they're like,
Smart.
dude, Dare,
Yeah.
Dare, and they're
Who's-
like double Dare.
Who's looking at a car that has a Dare plate and be like, that
Right.
sells meth?
Right. That exactly.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
or is that everyone that fucking has a Dare plate?
Yeah.
Is like they sell meth because they're all fucking scratching themselves, picking their fucking scabs,
yeah.
and like doing whatever the fuck else they do, man.
Well, so as a disabled veteran, we have a handful of plates that we can choose from, and then specialized plates, which I like. Being 100% disabled, I don't have to pay for plates or registration for the rest of my life.
So you got to pick your plate.
Kind of. So
there's multiple disabled veteran plates.
Yeah. So I can add, like, it's essentially like I could add the handicap placard on the plate in the middle, like, you know how you look at handicap plates and they've got the handicap identifier on there.
Yeah.
Or it just said, you know, and then disabled veteran, or I could just take the handicap placard, you know, remove that and then just disabled veteran, and I still have access to all the handicap spots. Yeah.
Because it just says it on the back.
Yeah.
Have you had anyone that's given you shit yet because they don't see that? But you have the gimmick hanging in the rear view as well.
Yeah. So I usually keep that up unless I forget about it. And Jenny's taking it down. Actually, she's been like, "Hey, you're driving." I'm like, "All right, cool. Safety first, then teamwork, guys." But no, I haven't gotten any shit. I know veterans who have gotten shit for it, where there hasn't been an identifier. Cops won't do that. Actually, I do know my friend Sean in Tennessee and Gallatin. He got a ticket. It was supposed to be $350 because his truck was pulled into a handicap spot, and the cop that actually wrote that ticket was involved in domestic violence or domestic dispute at his house, involving her sister or her brother. It's a whole mess.
So he was fucking going after him to like as a personal thing.
Yeah. Well, kind of. So that, but my buddy Sean walked out. He thought that the cop thought that Sean's ex-wife was driving the truck. So he wrote the ticket, the $350 ticket.
Oh shit.
My buddy Sean came walking out, and then when he walked out, the cop saw him and was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna reduce this to $20." So like now all you gotta do is pay.
$20 for what?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I honestly I didn't ask any questions. I just let him ramble sometimes.
Yeah, I mean $20 to have the cops off your back isn't a bad price.
Yeah. I'd much rather pay $20 than $350.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fucking paying off the cops is a crazy fucking thing.
Right.
But
right.
I'm sure it's happened once or twice in the world. Maybe maybe more than that.
Well, I do know that like I don't get a lot of shit like driving around here. I could drive like a dickhead. I don't, but I could drive like a dickhead, and my disabled veteran plates won't say anything. Cops, I've flown past cops, and they've seen the disabled veteran plates, and they haven't chased me. So that's not always a good thing. But there is a stanza in the registration that a lot of people don't know about. You got to look at the registration. It says this vehicle is not allowed to exceed past 5 miles over the speed.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you could definitely get pulled over if you go 6 miles over the speed limit, 10 miles over the speed limit. Most times on the highway, the cops don't give a fuck. State troopers don't give a fuck if you're going 10 miles over the speed limit. But yeah, you're not supposed to go 5 miles over the speed limit.
Is that only with disabled veteran placards?
I think in the state. I would check your registration. I don't know, but I know for mine, it says that it's not allowed to go exceed 5 miles over the speed limit.
So what if because I know in Maryland, like there's a lot of places where the average flow of the traffic is more than 5 miles over the posted speed limit. Like, is it like
I don't
just a suggestion?
Yeah,
like,
I think it is a suggestion. I don't think cops are going to single out one vehicle unless you're in the back of the line going 15 miles over the speed limit, right? Like, because there's stretches like in Westminster where it's the posted speed limit is 45, but people are flying at 60.
At least
At a minimum.
Yeah.
And that depends on the time of day and everything like that. But I don't think that cops are going to single out one vehicle unless you're, like I said, you're in the back flying at 60 miles an hour in a 45.
Right. And even then, like, it kind of depends. And it depends if it's like 5 cars in a row and then there's a big gap.
Yeah.
And then you got like a car or two up there. If you're like in that space between is usually where they like to nail people. If you're sitting in a fucking 3 or 4 cars, you're usually pretty safe. But yeah, it's usually that space in between, like when you're going from one set to the next set.
I definitely have been pulled over doing 60 and a 45 going with the flow of traffic. That was my only ticket.
You've only had one ticket in your life?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah. Outside of the obvious DUI when I was drunk, but that was a license revoked or suspension.
Where'd you get pulled over?
North Carolina.
For speeding?
Fayetteville, yeah. In Fayetteville, which, I mean, there was a whole, I got away with the ticket. Like, I didn't have to pay anything. But essentially, I was going, it was on a Sunday, and we were coming from Food Line, and it was a posted 45, and I was going 60 because I was the last car in line.
Yeah.
Cop pulled in right behind me, pulled me over. Yeah.
So when you get pulled over, what's your deal? I heard that the new thing to do is you go and you I like having my shit up here in the visor, in the passenger visor, like my registration and insurance, but you still have to get your license out of wherever so that there's that. But then you take your keys out, you throw them up on the hood of your car out the driver window, and then keep your hands on the wheel.
That's risky.
keeping your hands on the wheel?
No, just
throwing your keys up there.
no, a little bit of everything, honestly. Um, I keep mine in my glove compartment or my center console
You
because
keep
I got
what?
the truck, my registration. I have my
Okay.
insurance on my Apple in my Apple wallet. So all I gotta do is just show it to them, and then my license is in my
Did they
wallet.
take your phone ever? Or
No,
like,
they just look at it.
okay.
They just look at it, make sure it's not expired. But I mean, like with the renewal of everything, it just gets updated automatically in my Apple wallet.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude. They don't take my phone. They just look at it and make sure that it's valid, and then they hand it back to me. But they'll definitely take the registration, and then they'll take my license back and run it.
Okay. Yeah, dude. Like, it's a whole thing, and like, because it's also something where, with the flashing lights, it's for safety, but then that's also very much right, because it's like setting off every fucking alarm in your fucking body, and so everyone's like, I got flashing lights. How am I gonna be calm?
Yeah. Do you get like? Does it fuck with your head at night if you see the flashing lights?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, and it's even, I mean, even now with just the fucking LED lights, on not only the overhead lights, but also, a lot of the car lights, like the headlights. It's fucking, it's a lot. It's very jarring. I need to get my yellow glasses back out again.
Yeah, it's like it's a sensory thing, man. Like I've noticed the other night I was driving back. I can't remember where I was driving back from, but no, I was going from the spot back to Jenny's house. And somebody had been pulled over, and I could see the flashing lights like quarter mile down the road, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Right? It just like really fucks with your head. But I mean, I would say it's a lot better than it used to be, because it used to be like just fucking, it would illuminate the whole street like with the pulsing, whereas now it's just really localized, which is really good.
Yeah. You're talking about the police lights?
Yeah.
It used to be worse?
Brighter, more spread out, right? Like,
why is that?
I don't know. I've noticed that like the cops, now that they don't necessarily have the lights on top of their vehicles, they have them like in like where the top of the window meets the thing, where it just pulses out.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. But then again, like it can still be really, it can really fuck with your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, then once they come up, then it's, the person who's getting pulled over is fucking in a heightened state of mind, as well as the cop, who is probably in a heightened state of mind, because they're fucking seeing that shit all the time, and they probably have heard stories of people that don't like them.
Yeah.
And like, so then it's two people together that are like, oh shit, like good stuff doesn't come from that.
Yeah. Did you hear about the police shooting in York? Last week there was was it last? Yeah, it was last week. This past week, there's a police shooting in York that left 3 cops dead and 2 injured. Yeah. So they went to go serve a warrant at this guy's house and for a domestic case. And when they got to the door, he killed 3 fucking police officers, injured 2, and then killed himself.
How many people they had? Did he have like a gun? Like the cops knew they had a gun. They had 3 cops show up at his house.
I don't know exactly like
because that's wild.
The details of it, but I do know like the post investigation when they went into his house, like he had shot his girlfriend's dog in the basement.
The guy shot the guy shot the girlfriend's dog.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And like in the basement there was just like a fuckload of like weapons and stuff like that. Like I believe in Second Amendment rights, but like there's an excess, right? Like there's at some point too much, and then it becomes criminal.
Or you shoot your fucking someone's dog, dude. Like that's probably time to be like, hey, you probably shouldn't have any guns. But dude killed himself, so like,
yeah. And I'm pretty sure that those weapons get confiscated and don't get recirculated out into society.
what do they do? Like, would they just go to right to the criminals then? Or
No,
like,
I
they sold
think
on the black market
no, I think that well, ideally, what I think happens is that they bring it, they put it into evidence, and then it's just there
forever.
forever.
So, okay, do you think there's evidence lockers inside every police station where shit just stays forever and eventually gets destroyed somehow, or is it just there forever? Like, is there?
I think it's like that some of the evidence gets circulated into the state level, like state troopers and stuff. It gets handed over. Obviously, the bigger stuff like drugs, like higher volumes of drugs, end up going. In my opinion, I think that they go to like the FBI and the CIA and stuff, where they get put away where it's not. I mean, it's not in the public eye, but it's also. I mean, anybody can go in there and sniff a line. You know what I mean?
Right, if they wanted to.
If they wanted to. But I think that's what happens, and I also think like some of the other things like murder weapons and stuff will go to the state level. I do know that there's like they're scattered throughout the country. There's museums with high profile weapons or high profile things. Like in Chicago, they have a whole mob museum where it's just a collection of mob things. Like there was the Bloody Valentine Day,
St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yes, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. The whole wall, brick by brick, is in that museum. Reassembled, yeah, and that carries energy. I mean, obviously, we believe in energy and steps and shit. That shit carries energy. But they have weapons and like mug shots and shit from a whole just bunch of Chicago mobsters and gang members.
Yeah, because like, dude, I've seen some fucking YouTube channels of people going into museums and like there's shit like that. There's like fucking cars of people who died, like famous people who died, and they're like, we're gonna buy that car and we're gonna put it in the museum.
Yeah.
Like
Ghost Adventures has Dr. Kevorkian's van.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
like
they have his van, they had Ed Gein's cauldron that he used.
Yeah, dude, like why would you want that kind of shit? Like it's because someone's gotta have it. Like it's a fucking weird thing. Like it goes back to Indiana Jones. This belongs in a museum, and but like, dude, it's fucked up energy. It's fucked up energy. Like, but how does that energy get transformed into something different, or does it always stay as fucking weird negative energy? But I mean, energy is always transmuting and fucking doing all kinds of shit.
I mean, I think that there's a way to take that energy and displace it somewhere. I also think that there is ways to take that energy and send it on to where it needs to go. But I think a lot of times people especially with Ghost Adventures and like Zach Bagan, he doesn't want to do that because that's money.
Right.
That people are coming in and they're having a paranormal experience. That's money for him. That's lining his pocket. And that's lining, everybody on his staff's pocket, and then it's paying the bills. So like, why would you take that away, and why would you do that, right? And then you got all these people that are like high profile psychic mediums or witches or whatever coming in there feeding the environment. It makes it that much more fucked up.
Because then that kind of goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning with it being, what do you do for money? And like, but then are there people who are, doing good and coming in and clearing that energy, and then like what happens then? Are people still coming in, and like if the energy is cleared, like, and these people didn't do it, like if you went in there and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go and get all this shitty energy out of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre wall, and then Vince McMahon and Stone Cold can't like have that fucking energy hanging over, but like if you did it and someone else went in there to like go and feel that energy or feed off that energy, like would they know, or would they still be like, would you have fucked that all up?
I think that any good practitioner that can clear the energy out of a room or out of a space, they can put up the barriers where it's not reintroduced. back into circulation, right?
Right.
So essentially, if you walked in, you saw the St. Valentine's Day Massacre wall. There's a bunch of energy coming from it, a lot of paranormal activity, and you clear it out and you like get rid of the energy and send it on, wherever it needs to go. It just becomes a wall. It becomes a piece of history.
Right. So then, what's going to happen the next time someone comes in and this guy is banking on them wanting to have the people coming in have this experience of this fucking shitty energy still in there, and it's not there. They show up and it's like, well, it's just a bunch of fucking bricks lined up. Like I don't feel anything. Like, what am I doing here? Or do you think people will still have it in their head somewhere, and can still be in their head some, or is it? Because then I don't know. Would that go and weed out people who are fucking faking it, or can it also be some sort of mental thing in your head? Like,
yeah, I mean, definitely. There are people in this world that do some darker shit, and there's some people in this world that do lighter shit. And I think that it would flush out the paranormal investigators. I know people that in Tennessee that own a haunted jail, right? And two great, phenomenal women. They own this jail, Scott County Jail, and they straight up, when you walk in, they present it as a piece of history, not as this location is haunted. They leave it up to you to have your own experience. They have people that do overnights and they do investigations and stuff. But when they have those people that are overnight doing investigations, they make them sign a waiver that says this place does not have any demonic activity. So if you push that, then we have the right to sue you.
Wait, okay. So if all of a sudden the people who own it, the two women who own it, if they start sensing demonic activity, they can come and sue people?
No. So essentially, what it is both of these women are paranormal investigators.
Okay.
Right? Like they own the building, they're paranormal investigators. They run their own investigations daily. Like they have cameras set up everywhere. It's great. I've been in there. It's a fucking awesome establishment. But they run their own investigations daily, so they know the energy in the building. They know what it feels like. They know everything. And it's not like they're like these impromptu investigators where they're like, "Oh, I just started investigating yesterday." Like these women have countless investigations under their belt. That one of them has they both have YouTube channels, but they've done countless investigations. They own this property. They do investigations in their county as well. And so they know it, right? And they know the energy of the building. So if something pops off where they feel like more negative energy, they'll understand. They'll be able to go from there. I don't know what their protocol is, but on top of that, if somebody posts up and tags them in a video and it says, "Oh, we've entered into this demonic jail," they now have reserved the right to sue you for defamation.
Defamation against the location.
Yes.
And that holds like defamation against the location is a punishable offense, or like a whatever you call it, like a suable is not the correct term, but
Capable of being sued.
Capable of being sued by a location.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now they've had some prolific, like if you follow paranormal investigators online, they've had some pretty prolific investigators come through, and not a single one of them has said anything about them. And I've been in there. I've had my own experiences, and I wouldn't say anything that it was demonic or terrifying whatsoever. It was more like, man, this is really cool to experience. And that's what they're trying to show is like, not every location, actually a great majority of locations people go to are not demonically infested. It's just things that people don't understand. Right. Energies that people don't understand.
And so if they don't have is that the appeal, to go and experience this energy more than experiencing the place, or is it more experiencing the place and the energy is a byproduct of it?
The energy is a byproduct of it, right? Like they don't. If you go online, if you go to scottcountyjail.com and look online, it does not say it doesn't start off by saying come visit our haunted jail. It's come visit the historic Scott County jail, and they go in. They have their own tours, because sometimes if you want to give if you want to present a location, right? Some people will be afraid by the word paranormal, and especially in Tennessee. Like Tennessee is in the Bible Belt, so like it would be considered sacrilege if you said this place is haunted or it's paranormal, right? Like it's more like you go in there, you say, "Hey, I want to go for a tour." It's like $12. You go through the tour, which is really cool.
Pretty cheap.
Yeah, you get an in-depth look into the history of this building, right? And like, I want to say it was Billy the Kid, maybe was incarcerated there at one point. Maybe it was one of the other more famous, or yeah, I think it was
One
Billy,
of those dudes.
one of the ones from Western times. But like, they have a whole timeline of this jail, right? And they have the names of the inmates. They have the names of the inmates that didn't survive. They have
I mean, that died in jail.
yes. They tell stories about back when there was a lot less regulation around jails, where angry mobs would come in and storm the jail and take out one of the members in the jail that had done wrong, and they killed him in the street. Like it's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah. So they don't present it as a haunted location, but if you have an experience in there, they welcome you to talk about
Okay, and then so is it the same people that were like they running a tour, or is it like they put on headphones in there, or is it just like you go in there and
it.
you just look?
No, it's the same people. It's two women. So
they tell you the story as you're
Yep.
going through it. They're
Yep.
like, okay,
yep. So it's Chris Sumner. She's a great woman. She's a co-founder of Soul Sister Paranormal, and then Miranda Young. She is the Ghost Biker, and she has her own YouTube channel as well. She does investigations all over the place, and both of those women have said really articulately that I don't even know if that's the word.
I think it's good enough.
Yeah,
It's not.
that a majority of the locations that they've gone to have not been demonic in any fashion, and so going to this location, those are the two women that give you the tour of the building.
Okay,
One will do a day tour, and then the other will do a night tour, and they'll just walk you through everything. Sometimes both will be there present, and they don't pitch it as like this is a haunted location. They pitch it as this is the historic Scott County Jail. And if you have an experience, then they'll allow you to talk about it. Like for me, my experience has started on the second floor. Miranda gave me the tour, and we got up to the second floor, and she was like, "Okay, I want you to walk in this room and go in there and just look around, and I'll tell you the history." And I walked in, and I started feeling this whirlwind of like energy around me, and like there's no windows open. Obviously, it's a jail. There was no AC going whatsoever, and I was like, "Miranda, come in here." And she's like, "Okay." I was like, "Put your hand here." She felt the wind, and so she's like, "That's something that we haven't experienced before, and that's cool."
okay.
Yeah.
And so would that be something that you picked up on, or something that maybe you brought in
I picked
to
up on-
go and like your energy made that happen?
maybe. I mean, maybe
Not that you brought in a fucking
yeah,
whirlwind
yeah.
of shit, but like that when your energy connected with that energy, it caused this sort of whirlwind. And what does that whirlwind then mean?
Well, I mean, that's a good question. One of the things that she did tell me about that room is that they've captured an anomaly on their full spectrum camera, or SLS maybe, or thermal camera, where there's an entity sitting on a bed. You can clearly see the shape of a head, hands, and legs, right? And they say that they've gotten what sounds like footsteps in a circling around that room. And it's a small room. It's no bigger than this.
Okay. And so then this isn't, I don't know, like, so why do you think that entities, when they are dead, still have like a human form? And do all of them still have a human form, or is it just?
I personally think that some stick around because there's, quote unquote unfinished business. Sometimes there's some trauma surrounding it, that their death, or even their life, or there could be like residual energy, right? So like for instance, if I died and I was holding like this rock could hold my energy, or parts of my energy, and it could manifest from that. Not saying that that's the case, but
Right. You turn into a rock.
yeah,
In essence.
yeah. I mean, there's been scientific proof that there's that people's spirit or energy has been seen in locations all throughout the country and the world, and some of the energy can be from the wood and the floor, because wood holds energy, it holds life, part of the elements. Also, the walls, and even some furniture. It really all depends on what that person was attracted to in their life, as how it's manifested in that life.
Okay. And so to go back for a minute, so there's this new thing on Google that they only have it in certain places, but you can go to certain spots in the world. Like I think there was a few in the States, like one was at Statue of Liberty, one was somewhere else, but you can go and like move basically a Google map kind of thing, and then it will AI tell you what you're looking at and like what the story and history is about that shit. But it hasn't like, filled in all the stuff that's still in like the Google Labs kind of a thing. But I mean, I wonder what kind of stuff, and I wonder if that's information that could be picked up on, because I'm sure there's been enough footage of like the jail you were talking about, where they could have every single part of the jail, sort of like with the Pokemon Go, where they have all the footage of inside of a lot of different places now,
A 3D model.
A 3D model, and like be able to have that information of like, oh, this is something of historical value because of what else.
Speaking of Google, I think Google Earth is like the most cool fucking thing that I've ever seen in my life, right? And I've definitely gone down some rabbit holes where people have gone up to and looked into Antarctica and like some of the things that they found, and then that the government has covered up after it has been found. I think that shit's wild.
There's a bunch of shit with Antarctica that's like very fucking weird. Like it's, dude, like there's a lot more to Antarctica than we know, and like whatever it is, like even if there is zero extra stuff going on, if there's not something else big that's there, like the fact that a lot of that you can't talk to. I did go, like I went on a date with that woman that went to Antarctica. Like I tried to bring up some of that stuff, and she shut it down real fast, dude. Like
I think the fact that like 7 nations own, or 7 countries own Antarctica, like a piece of Antarctica, says a lot.
Right.
That like it is so wrapped up in its secrecy that like I don't know that we're ever gonna get like full truth, at least in our lifetime. We're gonna get full truth about what is there, what's housed there, unless whatever the fuck is there decides to come up out of the ice.
Yeah, there's some dude who was, he's a younger guy, and he was trying to fly over every continent, and he was going on Antarctica and got fucking, as soon as he landed, got fucking arrested.
No.
Yeah, because like, I don't know. And then like some people are trying to find the, if it exists or not, the ice wall and the passage into whatever may be, if that exists or whatever. And like, I mean, with Google Earth, like what is there? Like the fact that they're covering it up, like why is it covered up? Like at least tell us why it's covered up. Like is it some sort of is there fucking weird shit down there? Like is it why is it so secretive?
That's good. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Like there's a channel that I watch on YouTube called the Y-Files. The guy covers Antarctica pretty accurately, or pretty at a good majority. But the crazy thing is, he's probably my favorite YouTuber that I've ever come across, and it's because he presents the stories, and then he presents his perspective, and then he lets his audience decide. Which I don't think that there's a lot of YouTubers that do that, because everybody wants to insert their opinions and post them as fact.
Right.
And like one of the things that he talks about is like hollow earth theory. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Sure.
God, I love hollow earth theory because it like there's so many questions like how do people go from like fucking Japan and then end up in California?
Yeah, like with the Grand Canyon too. Like the Grand Canyon, is that part of it with it? Like so much of the Grand Canyon's fucking blocked off. You can't go in.
Yep.
A lot of it. And there was, I think I saw something with guys that walked from India and Pakistan and ended up in Mexico, or it might have been somewhere by the Grand Canyon. I don't remember where it was, but then they're like, how'd you get here? Like, we've been walking. Like, well, how'd you get here before that? Like, no, we walked from India. And like,
how the fuck is that possible?
Yeah. I don't know why there wasn't those follow-up questions of that simple follow-up question. Yeah, how's that possible? Just the video ended.
Show me where you came out of.
Right.
Because we've got to discover this.
Let's go back there. Like
Lewis and Clark.
Yeah. Maybe they found a passage that was a shortcut from going from wherever the fuck I don't know where they started.
Yeah.
I guess that's part of the fucking question right there. Where did Lewis and Clark start? And like, did they really go that whole way, or did they just find a shortcut?
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy theories. That's one of them. But Mount Shasta was another one. I don't know. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, dude. Mount Shasta's because it's there's a lot of fucking weird people that fucking live there too.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mount Shasta's a fucking crazy one. It's a vortex as well there. Yeah. Correct?
Yeah.
Because I think there's a vortex there. There's the one in there's one in Southern Oregon, and there's one in I think Santa Cruz as well.
Mm.
And like where animals won't go in there, and then like everything is all fucking all the compasses start flipping around. And
did you hear the story about the young kid at Mount Shasta? Oh man. So this like happened a few years ago. There was a kid that was going he was just on a nature walk with his grandmother. He was probably about 7 or 8 years old, maybe 10 at the most. And his grandma turned around, and she wasn't even that far ahead of him. She turned around, he was gone, just vanished. She called his name, retraced her steps, couldn't find him.
Yeah. And
then the kid reappeared like 3 days later, same spot. And the story that he told was insane. Like the story was that he had turned around because he heard a noise, and then we turned back. There's a lady that looked like his grandmother, but her hair was more gray, like deeper gray. And she had him follow her into the mountain. Like there's a door.
So this sounds a lot like the Appalachian kind of shit. Like if you hear your name, no, you didn't.
Yeah. So he walks into this cave and into this door that's in the side of a mountain, and it's crystalline, like just crystals everywhere. And there was a ladder going up, and she said, "I want you to follow me up." And he said, "No." And then he reappeared. Like she had gone up the ladder, and then he said, "No, I don't want to go." And then he reappeared 3 days later.
And so like this time was 3 days Earth time, if you want to call it Earth time or whatever, as opposed to however long that was.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, like that kid, he's 7 to 10 years old, right?
Right.
There's no way that he could have known the same story that somebody told 2 years prior.
There was someone that had the same.
Yep. Somebody had the same spot and everything.
Yeah.
Same spot. So there's, that location. There's locations in like Arizona in the mountains. I can't remember. I want to say maybe outside of Tucson, where people just gone missing and can't find them. And there's places in Alaska, same thing in the mountains, where like people have gone missing. The trail has been pulled. Like hunting dogs will stop at a certain point where they can't find them, and a lot of people believe it's alien activity and stuff. But there's not even signs of life. That's the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like there's no shoes, there's no clothes, no nothing, man. It's just absolutely wild.
And so, do you think that do you think it's been aliens, or do you think it's uh, some other energy or some other entity, or
I think it's both, like a little bit of everything. I mean, like for me, I believe in aliens because I fail to believe that we are the smartest life form in this galaxy. Because we do some dumb shit, bro. Like,
Sure.
eat Tide Pods. Like, we go out and shoot each other, right? Like, I fail to believe that we are the smartest fucking life form in this galaxy. So
Yeah.
it could be aliens. And a lot of places that disappearances have been reported have been in high activity locations with UFOs.
Yeah.
I also think I believe that it could be like stargates or like not. I wouldn't say wormholes because that wouldn't say that there's a black hole on fucking Earth.
Yeah, like I heard that there was a Stargate in Baghdad, and that was a big reason why we were there. I also heard that Kazakhstan is like a really beautiful place, and that's why they made Borat because
It's
they
the greatest country in the world.
yeah because like they made it into like the shithole but it's got all these like super advanced things, and I don't know if that's part of it as well. Like
Yeah, I don't but that too, and like I don't like to say like the richest country in the world is Dubai.
yeah
That blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind because a lot of the modern technology comes from Japan and comes from China. And I mean, I wouldn't even say like America has the greatest technological advancements in the world because we discredited Nikola Tesla,
yeah
you know. But to say like the most modern and most advanced, most rich country in the world is Dubai, that fucking blows my mind. Like how?
I don't know, oil.
Yeah.
But I mean, oil is fucking weird too because there's there's all the scarcity of oil and there's fucking zero scarcity of oil, and then they can just go and say that there is.
Yeah.
We got to pay a lot. Like gas prices, oil prices are way up. Like they're not. There's no scarcity of oil anywhere in the fucking world.
No.
And it's forever renewable.
Yeah, definitely. It's weird.
Yeah, and like I mean, I don't know. I saw some TikTok yesterday of this guy in Dubai that he was like he had some I don't know, fancy car, and he's like, I'm gonna take off my Rolex and leave the car door open and my keys and just put my keys and my Rolex here on the front and just walk in, and like comes back. I don't know. He says it was a while later, and then comes back. He's like, oh, here it is. That no one touched it. Like apparently, like
There's no crime in Dubai.
Right. But I heard that in Dubai, I think it's Dubai. They also have like flying fucking motorcycle kinds of things.
Way.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But I don't know if that's true. Like, who knows, man? Like,
That's wild.
yeah. But yeah, dude. So we kind of went all over the place.
Yeah.
People gotta fucking do things. People gotta make money. People gotta fucking do shit, man. How are people gonna find you to send you their fucking money on Venmo or Cash App or Jesus Mail?
Jesus Mail. Smoke signal. No.
Yeah, right.
No.
Smoke signals.
I mean, you can find me everywhere. Sean Young, Sober Shaman Sean, and also on YouTube and Spotify under Recover Out Loud.
Yeah, dude, that's easy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I guess I can probably have you on more.
Oh yeah,
it's probably easier, man. And you just have to like show up at this random cave, dude, and
pray to the porcelain gods before I come in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, usually, and some people usually have to afterwards after listening to me talk for a while. They usually end up doing that a little bit. And dude, I don't know, man. Like, but people got a fucking podcast.
People are gonna people.
people are gonna people. So yeah, you can find me at rustydiamond.net. There's probably other shit, but then that'll take you wherever you need. Like, link trees, man. What it's all about.
Link trees.
So
you'll find me as spreading my butt cheeks as Mike Honcho.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. And maybe fucking make John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell Lewis and Clark. Maybe it'll be better than fucking
Hollywood.
Yeah,
hit us up.
Hit us up. So thanks everyone for watching, listening, and that is the show, man. Boom.
It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker. It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.